I've prepared the bottles.
Wasn't worried for a moment. Better luck tomorrow.
Fluid surge! Well, that was actually pretty decent.
Must have been, if you're complimenting me. Let's do this! Focus! Sweet dreams! I got you! Not yet! Agent wins! Everyone okay?
Don't overdo it, Rose. Won't win this time.
Not yet!
Not me. That's the end of that. Do we really need to do this? Incredible knife handling. Do you have anything? I'm not hiding anything, I swear. Outsiders! Hey, didn't they say in school not to use that word? Oh, oops. Hello.
Hello there!
Is this new-looking building your school?
That's right. The village chief built it.
For the future of the village.
A school!
It's a bit plain compared to the rest of the town, don't you think?
Are you kidding? We didn't have anything like this in my village.
We always did want one, though.
I'm Slenge, the chief of this village. What brings you two all the way out to our tiny corner of the continent?
Oh, well, we're looking for...
We're here for work, researching what people eat out on the frontier. Stuff like that.
Your efforts are very much appreciated. Thankfully, our village has been spared the ravages of famine.
In fact, it's even more bountiful than in years past.
And we have the chief to thank for it. If there's anything we can help you with, don't hesitate to ask.
You say that like you own the place.
Seems like a nice village.
Sort of reminds me of Alicia.
Saray.
I know. We'll split up and try and find some clues about the Pope. What's wrong, Edna?
Nothing. Just thinking about how Meebo insulted me earlier.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, it looks like there's some kind of ruin in the back of the village, and it's a pretty darn old one to boot.
How old do you think?
It's probably from before the Dark Period. It might be even older than I am.
You don't mean from the Temperance of Avarost? If that's true, then this is an incredible find! Wait. Hey, Edna? How old are...
What?
Never mind. What's wrong? You look troubled.
It's strange. This village seems rather prosperous.
And that's a problem?
The issue is why.
Their source of income.
Right. The land in this area is infertile and hardly fit for farming or hunting.
It's far from any major thoroughfare, and they have no local products to export.
Isn't that weird? You'd think a place like this would be the first to fall victim to famine.
There must be some explanation for all this. Gadadin sure seems like a happy village.
Indeed, everyone here is so positive and active. They're all like family here.
But I still can't feel the blessing of the Seraphim.
True. The Guardian Seraph is missing. It seems that this place used to be rather barren. But it looks like the current chief was able to overcome these issues.
I can tell the people here respect him a whole lot.
I imagine they do. This would normally be such a desolate environment.
Yeah, not just anyone could pull that one off.
Rose? Is something the matter?
Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. I'll tell you more once I've had time to investigate.
Dezel, have you found any clues about the Pope yet?
No.
Well, if you do come across anything, let me know.
One thing bothers me. The Chief. There was something out of place in his personal effects.
His glasses! Lenses are a precious rarity. They're usually only available to those of nobility or holy orders.
And Slenge only showed up here recently. There's dots there if you want to connect them.
You mean to say the Chief is...
I'm just saying the possibility is there. Don't quote me on it.
I'll look further into it. Thank you.
Don't.
Huh?
All I'm saying is there's no need to thank me.
All right. There's a ruin!
Wait!
You think they came here to apprehend the Chief?
They better not. Without our chief, Gododin is doomed.
There's no cause for worry yet. As long as they stay out of the Pure Land, we'll be all right.
Malevolence!
Let's go.
There was malevolence coming from the Chief. Why?
I bet we'll find the answer inside that ruin.
Yeah.
Building a school to preserve the village's future. I have to respect that.
A school, huh? Always wished I could have gone to one.
Yeah, me too.
You too, Rose?
I grew up on the road. The older folks of the Scattered Bones were like my teachers. He may not look it, but Roche is actually super good at calligraphy, and he knows a ton about literature.
Huh. Egil looks like he's no slouch either.
Yeah, he was the one who drilled me in martial arts and stealth skills. You might say he's my gym teacher.
Well, that's one way to get kids their exercise.
Same with me and Mikleo. Pretty much everyone in Elysia wound up serving as our teachers.
Reminds me of Gramps' etiquette class. He was really strict.
And that's how Mikleo got the way he is today.
Whereas you didn't learn a thing, huh?
Hey, that's not true.
Yeah, right. You were always reading the Celestial Record.
You did the same thing.
Yes, but I read it to enhance my history and classical language studies.
And you're saying I didn't?
So, pretty much the same things you do now.
Fair enough. So yeah, we weren't lonely per se, but...
It would have been nice to study and play with other kids our age.
Yeah, I feel you. What comes after? And the way to break the seal is, oh my.
Oh, were you actually awake? You can break the seal on an item's skill slot by engaging in sufficient battles with that item equipped.
Huh. Can I assume raising proficiency in that item to 1 star is enough to do the trick?
Yes, there are certain rules governing which skills will be produced by fusion. You can check this before fusion. But know this, If they're skills of the same element, you'll get a different skill from that element. If they're from the same group, you'll get a different skill from that group. If both element and group are different, you'll get a skill whose rarity lies somewhere between the two.
What about when you fuse equipment with sealed skills?
Ah, yes. That's a very important note to consider. Slots with sealed skills count as empty for fusion purposes. Therefore, if you really want to keep a certain skill, but you don't have another item with an empty slot, you can use one with a sealed slot instead to... Really? Sleeping at a time like this?
I'm full. What happiness.
Rose, you really shouldn't do that.
That's pretty bad manners.
You're eating too quickly. Take your time.
Oh, come on. Stew is practically a drink. Even if I slow down, it'll be gone soon anyways.
Then at least try not to burp.
And stew is definitely not a drink. It's a dish prepared through the honing and condensation of the flavors. It takes time to make it. You should savor it.
Whatever. I'm totally savoring this dish, and savoring it hard. Enough of the lip already.
I swear you're such a heathen.
A destroyed entrance, huh?
Wouldn't hurt to take a look.
Well, that looks hopeless.
Oh, does it now?
Edna, you could use your powers.
Give it a try.
I certainly might. If you were to ask like so. Lady Edna, please do something about these rocks.
This is no time to be joking around.
Micleo can't take Lady Edna anywhere, can he?
Oh, are you still hung up on that?
Come on, spit it out. Lady Edna, I beg you to move these rocks which I, the pitiful Meebo, cannot.
Hey, that's longer.
Well, I charge interest.
Edna, I think that's enough teasing for now.
We need you to do something about these rocks, Edna. Please help us.
I didn't mean you.
Maybe not. But I'm as guilty as anyone here of taking you and your powers for granted. Even though I've seen malevolence born from that very mentality. Gratitude is vital in all actions, whether you're worshipping the Seraphim or simply journeying with friends.
Seriously, it's fine. I'll give you my ability, the giant strength.
FYI, Saray doesn't get jokes.
Nice. I'll try breaking down these rocks that the meek and pitiful Meebo couldn't.
Not you too!
He really doesn't get jokes.
What mighty power!
Oh?
We won't be defeated! May your knowledge be with you!
You're all so strong.
Ready, everyone? May or not!
Leech or leech. It's dangerous to fight them in close combat.
So what's the difference between the leech and leecher?
Well, that was actually pretty decent.
Must have been, if you're complimenting me.
This aroma. Wait, that's...
Ready, Nick Leo? Return to void! You know nothing!
Bird is the word! Here I go! Banquet of flame! We can't go in first! There's still more!
That's the way! Hang on, everyone! All this fighting sure makes me hungry.
Don't overdo it, Rose.
Come back!
Vermilion rain! Ready? Prepare yourself! Jade luminescence! Don't let up!
Purification complete!
Wasn't worried for a moment. Flames of Crimson!
Hear the storm! Blaze bang! Alright! Super bang! Purification complete!
Saray, look around you.
Just as I thought. Worthless.
I made some snacks.
Smell that. It's like there's a new color in the wind.
The fragrance of herbs paints the very air. How poetic.
And now the wind turns foul.
Now what's that for? I say something nice and you snap at me? If you see everything as sarcastic, maybe the foulness lies inside you.
Are you ever not sarcastic?
Now, why don't you take a break? It'll help calm you down.
What? Is that...
A Norman mug. You don't like it?
I mean what's inside. You see herbs and your first thought is to yank them up and make tea with them?
Herbs are a gift from the land. It's only proper for a seraph of the earth to accept them, no?
How convenient for you.
Fragrant. With quiet times like these, even the most arduous journey isn't so bad.
Maybe so.
Weapons ready!
Scumbag!
Slice the left!
Everyone, are you all right?
Let's make it quick! Dance, Embers! Purification complete! What is this place? Some sort of warehouse?
You got that right. For the stuff that's quickly becoming all the rage amongst the nobility these days.
Elixir?
It's fake. But my body feels oddly warm.
That's because it's packed with energy drink garbage. Did I mention this stuff is highly addictive?
Make one sale and we'll race back for more. Pretty devious.
So, is this stuff being sold officially under the authority of the church?
The certificate carries the authentic stamp of the Church of Rollins, but it looks like the sales profits are all going to this village.
So that's what you meant about tracking the flow of money.
If there's someone in Gadadin who can create an official certificate...
It has to be the missing Pope!
That explains the village's mystery funds.
And the malevolence from the chief.
So they're either conspirators or
the chief is the Pope.
You! What are you doing in here?
That has to be... Could it really be?
The chief?
You sure are strange, Saray.
Really?
Definitely weird.
You're also really...
Not weird.
It's not the chief?
So you are here to capture the chief! I knew it! I'll die before I allow that!
Enough! What is the meaning of this?
Are you Pope Macedra?
I see you've done your homework.
What would drive you to do such a thing?
I would ask the same. I never desired the title of Pope. So then, why must I continue to perform its functions? I originally joined the Holy Order in order to give a small blessing, a glimmer of hope, to my family and those around me. But that is all.
But there are so many who cherish you. Sergei and the rest of the knights, and...
I know that! That's why I worked so hard. I did all I could. I toiled for years and years, with no self-regard, for the sake of everyone. And then... I took a look around me, and there was no trace of my family left behind. They had scorned me as a man with no regard for his household. What was it all for? What fruits had I to show for my endless labors?
Were you involved with the war against Highland?
I abandoned everything. The war, my country, even my people. At that point, I was beyond all caring. I fled into the forest to meet my death, but these folks rescued me. The good and gentle people of Gododin asked nothing of me, content merely to treat me as if I were one of their own family.
And so naturally he wanted to give something back to the village.
Even if it meant dealing fake elixir.
I care for neither the Empire nor the Church. Call me a coward if you like, but now I live for the sake of... my family, the villagers.
Your family?
I can sympathize with him for sure, but nevertheless, we need to bring him back.
We can't get the spiritual powers without deciphering the inscription. And the Cardinal is too much to handle for the knights alone.
But, on the other hand, without the protection and leadership of the chief, what will become of Gododin?
The same could be said for Pendrago. You see the problem?
It was him running away that caused this mess. Why should he get a free pass?
There's gotta be a way around this. Maybe he could crack the code for us and head right back here?
But you know what the knights in the church are like right now.
You think they just let him walk away?
Chief!
Are you okay?
Giant strength, huh? I hate to admit it, but Earth Seraphim sure are powerful. Edna?
Ouch! After using giant strength, my body gets all kinds of sore. Can you just try not to touch me?
Oh, sorry.
As you can see, I have a slender build, so by nature, I can't really hold anything heavier than an umbrella. I'm the most ladylike lady that ever ladied, you know.
Well, whatever. But it does make sense that using such great power has a trade-off somewhere.
Just don't tell Saray about it. I don't want him to get all worried about me.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
And just so we're clear, it doesn't mean that it's okay to touch me whenever I'm not using my powers. Got it?
Yeah, I know.
There's no cause for alarm. My need here is finished.
Everyone, please calm yourselves. Worry not, we are safe. The man standing before you is the real shepherd. Shepherd, there's something I dearly hope you will understand. The villagers bear none of the blame here. This was all my doing.
I just wanted to know the truth. That's all. So I'm leaving, as of now. Is that okay?
I'm not sure. But what I do know is that you seem to trust this fellow. And that's enough for me.
Rose.
Some things in the world come down to more than just black and white.
I am sure Sergei and the Knights will understand as well.
But the real issue is, how are we going to get through the Cardinal's domain?
Yeah, that. I wonder if we can crack it.
The inscription's code?
What, ourselves?
It's not that crazy, is it? It's a man-made puzzle after all. Might even be fun.
That may be, but we better at least ask this guy for a hint or two.
Shepard, if you don't mind, please follow me.
There might be something nearby.
What is this?
The Shepherd is granted 4 powers: earth, water, fire, and wind. They are the blade that shall cleave the Lord of Calamity. Scattered across this land are the shrines of trials. They too are of earth, water, fire, and wind. Tests they are of power and spirit. The power is brought forth in the spirit, and the spirit captures the power. With balance may malevolence be purified. With imbalance does the body smolder and burn. Test thyself, Shepherd, and brandish thy might. Rise to the challenge, and stake thy will on the outcome.
The sacred inscription!
He had it memorized?
Not bad, even if it's still gibberish.
What he means is...
We can obtain 4 different powers in 4 different places, and for each one you have to pass a trial, I think.
what he said.
Got it. So we just have to find those places.
Yeah, or don't tell me this is one of them.
Indeed it is, Shepherd. This is Igraine, the Shrine of the Trial of Fire.
May we enter? Funny time to start asking permission, I guess.
The Shrine of the Trial is rife with danger. I cannot guarantee your survival. Will you still go?
Of course, hidden powers in a secret shrine? I'm there.
Then go forth, young shepherd, and face your trial. This place exists for you.
Fusion is such a pain.
It looks like something was dug up here.
This red stone, maybe?
Vermilion ore, you mean?
Come again?
It's a rare type of mineral. It's a crystallization of nutrients in the earth, often used as medicine. But
I've read about this stuff. Some of its elements are highly toxic, so it can be tricky to handle.
Right! This is what they're using to make the fake elixir. After coming to Gadadin, I can see why the people value their pope, their chief so much.
Yeah, it's the story of humans, weakness and all.
Weak though they may be, they can always make amends. Though even now I can't say for sure if my decision was correct.
But that's who you are, Saray. Doubts and all. If nothing else, that's why we follow you.
Even if you suck sometimes.
But hey, it all ended well, right? Rose didn't even have to chop anyone to bits.
I don't know about that. She looks like she's still making pro and con lists.
Just like you, right?
I do hope Rose finds a path in life that doesn't involve killing people anymore.
You and the rest of us.
A path without killing, huh?
This ruin looks awfully old, doesn't it, Mikleo?
Sure does. This qualifies as a major discovery.
Oh man, I can feel my whole body burning up with excitement!
Pretty sure that's just the heat.
Be on your guard!
Blow you away!
This wolf can breathe fire. Be careful of its side attack.
So we can't just step around him.
All those Hellions sure looked alike.
They all looked the same to you? Each Hellion carries the burden of their own unique life with them.
Maybe they all look the same to me because I haven't trained enough?
Well, I can see why we'd all look alike to them at least.
Hey now!
We mustn't hold back!
I think we're gonna get burned fighting this one.
It'll turn into a ball of fire and charge.
But it sure has some guns rolling around like that.
I won't hold back! Nope! Not bad, not bad.
Everyone okay?
There's a message from Gadadin.
Focus, guys! Hear the storm! Try this on! Purification complete!
Let's get this over with.
Shadow shot! Sweet dreams!
A worthy opponent! Radiant Weekend! What? Phoenix Pearl! Don't celebrate just yet. Ready? Prepare yourself! Jade Luminescence! Don't let up! Fatigue!
to you!
Steady your nerves.
It's a boarhead, a vindictive hellion covered in flames.
So it's roast boar, pretty much.
Do not underestimate me.
Ready for this? My divine flame!
Crimson X! Shadowfang! Try this on! Sonic Blast!
Multiple currents! My gathering flame! Show our
Not bad, not bad. Right!
flame step! Rising May your soul!
May your not Not yet! Mind Flame! Fury, come forth! Splash! Focus! Dance and burst! Not yet!
Nice to be able to put my hair up with a barrette, right?
What's a barrette?
You don't know what a barrette is?
Were you born in a barn?
Have you been living under
Under
a rock?
It seems there's a treasure chest near us.
Surely this is
May
fate.
your knowledge be Right! Well done! Sweet dreams!
Crimson flame! Spring forth!
Let us not be full of ourselves and continue.
There must be herbs around here. Steady your nerves.
Radiant heat!
We'll be gone!
Burn crimson! How about that?
Quick circle! Victory is ours.
sword style? Pretty cool.
Well, I had a lot of practice with Miklia.
Wait, that's...
Keep your focus.
Radiant Peak!
Try this on. Strike the wind. Focus. Try this on. Hang on, everyone. Catcher flame. Not yet. Burning red, freezing blue, hail and sandal. That's the way. Fire storm. Back off. Everyone okay?
Ready, Miklia?
Orb weavers are among stronger spider helmets.
Be careful of its merciless consecutive attacks.
Blood moon.
I can't believe there are so many Hellions out there.
Let's make it quick. Larry, come forward. Ready? Lion, right. We'll be gone. Ready the water. Victory is ours.
Saray, I'm standing here.
Rick Circle! Aqua Blade! Shatterbang! Try this on! Sweet dreams! Back off! Sweet! I got you! May your knowledge speak from you! Forward surge! Shadow Shot! Return to void! You know nothing! Raging winds!
Saray, you're definitely improving more.
Yep, thanks to all of you.
Thanks to us, indeed.
Well,
Saray, look carefully at the ground. Shall we go?
Wonderful.
Shadow Shot!
All is done here.
Saray, look around you. There might be something nearby. It seems there's a treasure chest near us.
let's get started.
Return to void!
5 stars.
Strike! Got you! It's time! Howling Blade! Full tempest! Alright!
5 stars.
quite strong. But we're no pushovers either. Purification complete!
Wait, that's... Saray, look around you.
To think there'd be such a large rock of vermilion ore.
That's not good.
What do you mean?
Vermilion ore is a mineral that can only be generated through immensely powerful fire-based seraphic arts.
So there are tough enemies ahead. I say bring it on.
Let your guard down, and you may wind up with more than a little skin burn.
Certainly. This ore is far beyond my capability to produce, even with my fire affinity.
Then what scale are we talking?
Think of an erupting volcano, and you're closer.
Wouldn't be a shrine of trials without a trial or two, I guess.
Someone's unflappable.
But I think he has the right idea. We can't back off now.
Shall we go?
Beast Thunder! Slice the air! Hang on, everyone! Dance,
It's not often you see a seraph using a staff like a club.
I mastered it while practicing with Saray.
It's got the reach you'd need to win, since he's taller.
That's not the reason why.
But the height.
That's...
Let's begin the purification.
Slice the air!
River Dragon!
You were quite strong, but we're no pushovers either.
There might be something nearby.
Let's get this over with.
Storm of Flame!
Try this on! Ready? Desert Flames! Syrian Gale!
Look at it! Still obeying your
Multiple times! Not yet!
That's the end of that.
It seems there's a treasure chest near us. Wait, that's...
But still, isn't it almost too neat of a coincidence that this turned out to be a shrine of trials?
I believe it. There's vermilion ore all over the place after all.
Good point. Vermilion ore is only formed in the aftermath of the use of powerful fire seraphic arts.
By powerful, you mean like Lila's arts?
I'm afraid not. My flames are yet too weak to create vermilion ore.
Meaning there's an art user out there even stronger than Lila. That crest.
So this is the Shrine of Musif, one of the 5 lords.
He was the first seraph to call forth flame. It is said that he appears only at the beginning and the end of the world.
Meaning we don't want to meet him.
So, now what do?
That stone slab sure looks fishy. Don't know what it is, but maybe we can take a stab at it.
take a slab at it.
Ancient lettering.
It's not encrypted or anything. I can read it. To those of good will who would stand against evil.
Place thine hands upon the monuments in the cardinal directions, and my, Musif's purifying flames shall be bequeathed unto thee.
Whoa, dang, you're all smart and stuff.
I like ruins.
So, what does it mean?
Well, basically, if we put our hands over the 4 monuments, we'll get the power of Musif, I guess.
Well, shoot, that sounds easy enough.
Oh no!
There!
Must be his domain. Dang, pull together.
Burn! Shining mirror!
Shine!
Frozen shake!
Try this on!
I take back what I said! This is crazy as hell!
Touch the monument, and we can break the domain!
Okay. Raise my enemies!
Back off! Rose, get back! Pull together!
We're back!
Guys!
Yes! We broke through the domain!
And my burns healed, too!
Now, we're finally evenly matched! Rose, get back! I will smite evil! Holy cyclone!
Break
Sweet dreams! Break cycle! Lion towel! Try this on! Mind Flayer! Go forth!
Rising Phoenix!
Shadow Shot! Lord of Storm!
Here it comes! Stay zero! First!
Fluid Kendrick Flame! Freezing Strike!
Stay zero!
You know nothing! Blades of Ice! Ice Reaver! Try this on! Try this on! Surfing the water! I got It can't be purified?
I would think not. Despite appearances, this one isn't a Hellion.
Well spotted. This form you see is but a facade.
May we presume you are one of the Protector Seraphim who serves the Lord Musif?
Quite so. I am Exio, the Protector Seraph of Fire.
Were you acting as a Hellion just to test us?
I needed to verify you were worthy of receiving the blessing. Be not aggrieved.
And the result?
You passed the trial of strength. Accordingly, I shall grant you the power of Musif, deity of fire amongst the 5 lords. Lift up your sword.
Thank you, Exio.
These flames shall carve the binding brand.
Binding brand?
It is very simple. Choose either yourself or your fire seraph, and with these flames, char their face.
Huh?
Don't fret, you're not going to die.
That is not the problem.
You sought to undertake this trial. Are you not prepared for the consequences? Answer me, Shepherd. To whom shall you direct those flames? What shall they scorch?
Saray, no!
Lila!
Please, you mustn't attempt to carry the burden entirely alone. In its enormity, it will surely wound you. And then, once more. And I cannot allow the same mistake to happen.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't myself. Fethmis Mioma! Primordial Light! Ancient Blue Force! Release my Rhapsody! Go forth! Shattering Echo! I shall burn all of the malevolence away! Forever!
Incredible.
Whoa! What was that power?
The spiritual power of fire left by Musif. The power needed to break the Hellions' domain, and to stand against the Lord of Calamity. An excellent answer, Shepherd.
A Hellion. Wasn't it purified?
Not a Hellion. This is my true form.
Oh? Well, I guess that's all right then.
Nothing gets past you. Just what I'd expect from one who passed both trials.
Ah, so it was a test of strength and spirit.
Let us exchange introductions once again, Shepherd Saray. I am the Seraph Exio.
So this was all intentional? Pretty devious of you.
Unavoidably so, yes. It is the Shepherd's fate to oppose the deviousness of humans. If the theatrics were perhaps a little much, well, I was after all once human myself.
Really?
My, you really don't know anything, do you? Long have I been a seraph, but I was not born as one.
There are two types of seraphim. Those who were born into it, and humans who became seraphim at some point.
Is that right?
That's news to me.
So, were the turtles seraphim just turtles before?
You're Lila, correct? You obtained
That's
the flames
case,
of purification
that
through
would mean
the
that Normin
oath.
Seraphim came from just Normin.
Hold on a sec.
It
What
must
even
have
is a
taken
Normin?
great determination. What was it you
They look
lost
sort
to
of like
obtain
bears,
the power?
but they also have mousy kind of bits too.
Nothing.
Then
Just by
why
being
not just
here,
call them mouse
Saray gives me
bears?
back far more than I ever lost.
That would just be too easy.
What now?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying you're like an apple jow. You both restore health and taste great.
Huh?
For a shepherd, you're more amusing than I had expected.
What's that supposed to mean? People keep saying things like that.
I'm sure it's a good thing. Come on, let's go.
3 trials yet remain. Keep your wits about you, and be ever steadfast.
wonder what's happening in Pendrago now.
If we take too much time, Sergei and his brigade may be forced into a situation where they need to take action.
It would also give Fortin more time to devise a trap.
Don't even say that!
Just stating a fact.
Though it is a shame.
Yeah.
If we don't do anything, the situation won't get any better.
That's for sure.
Shepard!
We managed to overcome the trial. Now we have a chance against the malevolence of the Cardinal.
The Fortin I remember was sincere and devout, with a sense of responsibility second to none. How could she do something like this? No, perhaps I don't have the right to say such things.
Malevolence in the hearts of mankind. Sure is complicated.
Yeah. I do hope we find a way to bring salvation to them. Someday.
Agreed.
If anyone can do it, you can.
Is that so?
There's more of those dogs now.
Maybe Dezel has some new friends?
Well, that's no good.
He's talking with those dogs.
From a normal person's perspective, I bet we don't look any less weird.
Don't lump me together with those mutts.
But the dogs do feel the same. In a good way.
Those dogs are so mature.
If they're mature, then so am I. Give me some credit for once.
Shepard, there you are. The Church has asked the Emperor to have the Platinum Knights subdued and disbanded. They have been accused of instating a false shepherd and plotting a rebellion.
That was quick. Do you think they already got word of events in Gadadin?
This is because I got involved.
You're no fake. They're just making up excuses to do what they want.
Go see the captain in the Knight's Tower if you want to know more.
Cardinal Fortin, we can't underestimate her for a second.
Well, I'm ready on my end. Bring it on, Church Lady.
Dezel, you're quite knowledgeable about Hellions. So are Lila and Edna.
Of course. They're my targets. You have to know your enemy.
Well, yeah, but sometimes I run into some that psychologically I just can't stand.
Then you must become more knowledgeable about them. It's easier to deal with if you just treat them as data stored in your brain.
Does it really work that way? You do have a point, though. I'll try to take things in a more positive light.
I can't protect you forever, you know.
Hey, Edna, Lila, check this out. Ta-da!
Is this a picture or some kind of poster?
Looks more like some kind of ad.
A breath of fresh air into the fashion of the Seraphim. The latest trend from Sparrow Feather brand launches right now?
What is this supposed to be?
It's a new business targeting the Seraphim. You guys don't need food, but you need clothes, right? It's an untouched market, the perfect opportunity for a monopoly. This is it!
I don't think the Seraphim are exactly hurting for new clothes.
I like what I'm wearing already, too.
Well, of course you do. You're totally behind the times.
Behind the times?
No one asked what you think.
That attitude is no good. Girls need to dress fashionably or you'll get left behind. It doesn't matter if you're Seraphim or human. No!
Then what kind of clothes do you have for us?
That's where you guys come in. I don't know what's all the rage among Seraphim these days. Huh? Aren't you too excited?
I think you broke her. You okay, Lila?
Behind the times.
Too late. Great, Rose. Now look what you did.
Huh? Me?
Sorey, thank goodness you're safe.
Is it true the Cardinal has ordered the suppression of the Knights?
It is. I suspect this letter we received was the last straw.
I, Boris Strelka, have witnessed Cardinal Fortin engaging in an unspeakable ritual. Using vile magic in the holy shrine, the Cardinal is unleashing incessant rains upon Pendrago.
The Cardinal is the one making it rain?
You can't be serious!
Considering the power of her domain, it isn't all that far-fetched.
There are Seraphim out there who've moved the continent.
Moved the whole continent?
Sorey, let's continue reading.
Cardinal Fortin is the evil behind the ongoing curse of the Empire and its people. Regrettably, I have already fallen prey to the curse of the Cardinal. I entrust the rest to my brother Sergei and my comrades.
If it's come to this, then we have no choice but to fight against the Cardinal. Sorey, where's the Pope?
There's something I need to tell everyone about that, but you might not like it.
I see. So he's not coming back.
I'm sorry for deciding without you.
The Pope isn't coming back? But now what? He was our shield.
We've been betrayed!
It is we, the Knights, who shield the Empire and its people! It is we who shoved our duties onto the Pope! It is we who are to blame for the consequences! Some things we must do ourselves, rather than depend on others. I swear on my lion's sword!
On my lion's sword!
Wait! No ordinary humans can hope to take on the Cardinal.
You've done more than enough.
I do not wish for you to bear the same painful burden that the Pope had to.
You know, Saray, even if it is for the people, this is still a political battle.
So what if it is?
Well then, how about this? We'll investigate the Cardinal's possible involvement regarding the reign from our end. In the meantime, Sergei and the others can try to convince the Emperor to believe the Knights.
So, ultimately Saray means to fight the Cardinal after all?
Our goal is just to clear up this mystery. Don't you want to know?
Yes, I do. I'd like to find out if there truly is something causing the rain.
I must apologize. It seems all I can do is put you in danger.
I'm more worried about you. If the Emperor sides with the Cardinal or takes a hands-off approach, either way, you guys are screwed.
If we can convince the Emperor, we should be able to capture the Cardinal.
We'll get him to see the truth, for the people and our comrades.
Boris was Sergei's brother, wasn't he?
He was investigating the Cardinal, and he put his life on the line for it.
Sergei seemed pretty calm about the whole thing.
Hey, do we really have to risk our necks out there for something like this?
I think we do. I don't know about you, though. No guards? This has got to be a trap.
Things are gonna get crazy from here on out.
You said it.
Now!
You got it! Yes!
But even so,
This is some malevolence.
Do you think that it could be Maltellus who's possessing the Cardinal?
What did the cat in the bird mask say? Me, owl!
felt like the domain had been restored for a second.
Are terrible jokes also part of your oath?
I was really proud of that one.
I'm thinking it's not Maltellus.
Why?
Are you seriously
Exiel was a servant of
Didn't know
Museth,
you liked
one of the
cardinals.
5 lords like Maltellus.
I don't.
This
Why
domain
did
is
the
rather
cat take
strong,
off the bird
but
mask?
not leaps and bounds
looked
different
too
from
cheap.
Exios.
I knew it.
When did you start making logical arguments?
The village chief knew the whole thing by heart, didn't he? Impressive.
The shepherd is granted 4 powers: earth, water, fire, and wind. They are the blade that shall cleave the Lord of Calamity.
That's just what the village chief was saying. You memorized it?
More or less.
He's actually pretty decent at that sort of thing.
I'm sorry, Saray. You're more capable than I thought.
What did you take me for?
But what exactly are the spiritual powers of the shepherd?
All of nature is composed of 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. Each one is governed by one of the 4 eldest seraphim.
Right. Eumacia, Amanak, Museth, and Hyanua.
Correct. They maintain the balance of the entire continent of Glenwood.
When you put it that way, they sound almost like gods. Though they lack a certain divine presence.
We feel much the same, actually. They're ostensibly the source of our seraphic arts, but we're basically never aware of them.
That's the nature of the 5 lords' existence. The shepherd's spiritual powers are most likely the result of a fortification of elemental affinity through the blessings of the 5 lords.
And all to battle against the Lord of Calamity.
Kind of a shame that such wondrous power has to be squandered on fighting.
There's something back there.
It's a trap. Totally a trap. But
A hidden door? Seriously, how cool is that?
I hate myself for saying it, but so cool.
That man. He was a former shepherd, wasn't he?
Yes.
I see. He seemed like a pretty laid-back fellow.
Unlike certain other shepherds.
Shut up.
Well, there's one more thing we learned.
Yeah, let's go on to the next one.
Huh?
Wait, you're not gonna ask her for more details? Wouldn't it be crazy useful to get info on your predecessor?
There's a reason why Lila never mentioned it, don't you think?
We know that much at least.
Saray, Mikleo.
But that reason just might be the key to all our problems. You better hope you don't regret it later.
They may be kids, but they're not as immature as you'd think.
Ready, Mikleo?
Pretty sure I've mentioned that Hellions can possess objects.
Does it mean that it can master its owner's sword skills?
You're a sharp
It's time!
boy.
Howling Blade! Full tempest! Alright!
Right on! We won't lose to you! Ready, Mikleo?
Dance and burn! Wicked wind! It's over!
This is nothing.
Counting on you, Lila! You're in Crimson! Shutterbang! Freezing strike! Not yet! Rick Circle!
All is done here.
Let's get started!
Burning red, freezing blue! Shutterbang! No escape! Hang on, everyone! Phantasm Blast!
That was radiant, Edna.
Suppose I could learn from your level of reserve.
Hey, can I mention something? This is something I realized when we met the Pope, but I believe it was Cardinal Fortin who preceded the motion for war. That chief we met? I can't see him making the decision to declare war like that.
So, Does that mean you're going to...
You want to purify the Cardinal, don't you?
I do. She may have become a Hellion, but I still believe that her sense of responsibility is sincere.
If you purify her, I'm sure she can be saved.
I think so too.
All right then, let's give it a shot. I've got your back on this one.
Rose,
You don't need to say anything. It's just how things shook out.
We mustn't hold back!
Looks like some sort of priest to me.
And I have a feeling it's pretty good with arts from the way it looks.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Prepare yourself! Jade Luminescence! Gotcha!
You can eat as much as you want whenever you're not feeling well.
And here I thought devils only existed in books.
For real? Anything goes at this point.
Be sure to watch out for its spear.
looks like we win! Let's do this!
May your soul
Rage and win!
not that
Different flames! Right! Looks like we win!
Ray, look around you. There may be some herbs out here. Be on the lookout for them.
I'm on top of my game!
There might be something nearby. Seems there's a treasure chest near us. Wait, that's...
What is this? A museum?
What a dreamboat.
He's awfully cute.
Huh, is this kind of guy your type?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't dislike it. It's lifelike and artistic.
Seriously, it's almost like they're alive.
Almost like they were alive is more like it.
Huh?
He looks like Sergei.
Oh no! You don't suppose this is Sergei's brother?
This statue, it's human.
A hellion that turns people to stone? For real?
I've heard such tales in particular.
Such unpleasant cacophony. Kindly refrain from disturbing my prayer.
Is this prayer of yours what's causing the rain?
Yes, quite so.
Why?
To bring the people together through fear. The people's desperation shall serve as fuel, spreading the flames of victory for the Empire. To those who would stop me, I offer eternity!
Look away! If you make eye contact, you'll be turned to stone!
Dang!
I'll break us through!
Get back!
Fool! I can grant a seraph eternity as easily as any human.
Can you now? Looks like you should have saved a little eternity for yourself.
You monster! How did you... So that's it.
Dezel, your eyes.
You're...
Pretty handy, huh?
Enough! No more eternity for any of you. Those who dare interfere with me shall be slaughtered like lambs!
Here it comes. When it opens its eyes, give me the armatus.
How can you fight when you can't even see?
What do you... I can read everything by feeling the movement of the wind.
That's right. Maybe I was wrong about you.
You've got time to flatter me, then watch your own ass.
We'll be gone!
This is not malevolence. I have given myself completely to my country and to my people.
What the?
I am not corrupted by any malevolence.
We can't purify her?
Lila, try again!
Okay.
I have a duty to guide the people. I must see it through!
She's got too much malevolence.
We have to stop it somehow!
We can't unless the Cardinal is willing to change her way of thinking.
Not gonna happen. So, Ray, if a heart set on justice starts generating malevolence, how do you think it should be stopped?
Well...
That's what her angle is. She thinks her own personal justice and a universal sense of justice are one and the same.
We'll have to kill her.
Kill me? Oh, really? Tell me, if I were to die, who would be left to lead the country? What do the young Emperor and the Knights understand about politics? If the Shepherd saves their souls, will that stop them from starving? My duties, my responsibilities, justice shall prevail! I shall be their savior! I shall be their guide!
Her spirit is shattered.
She'll never be human again.
Her malevolence was increased by animosity.
Towards us.
Wait!
It's the only answer I can find. Sorry.
May these weary bones find peaceful rest.
Why?
I do recognize your determination, but even so, you shouldn't have to kill anyone.
But, Rose...
Remember, your job is to give life. Mine is to take it. Got that?
Rose...
Now then, let's leave the cleanup here to Sergei and the others. It's their job from here on out.
I had always thought of Rose as tough and callous, but I see now that's not quite right.
Just the opposite.
Don't let her see you frowning like that. You don't want Rose's feelings to go to waste, do you?
I don't. But I feel so bummed.
Yeah, we all do.
This is the crest of Mount Tellus, isn't it?
If the celestial record is to be believed, yes.
But it's empty.
Yeah, I don't get any sense of presence or lordly domain. Though we still don't really know what to expect for signs of presence of the Five Lords.
Well, Mount Tellus is a mysterious kind of seraph to begin with. Like for the Shepherd's spiritual powers. There's earth, water, fire, and wind, but there isn't one for Mount Tellus.
My first thought was that he served as a symbolic figure in Five Lords worship. But there may be more to it than that. Lila seems to know something.
But it's probably best not to bother her.
I feel sorry for her, in a lot of ways.
I do wonder, how does she even come up with those things she says?
Indeed. A mystery greater even than our friend Mount Tellus.
How saddening.
Lila, is there any way to...
Well, Saray, you're troubling Lila.
I'm sorry.
No, please don't mind.
If only I was stronger.
Don't be so arrogant. Is it your right to say who lives and who dies?
Guess I shouldn't jump to conclusions.
Save your sympathy.
Yeah, Boris accomplished what he needed to do, of his own accord.
We should do our best as well.
Yeah. We'll just keep on doing whatever we can.
Once the domain completely disappeared, I could tell immediately. Mount Tellus isn't here after all.
Lila, classifyla, all the species, all the phyla.
So what? It doesn't matter now.
It does matter. It was a Hellion not even as strong as the Five Lords, and still we couldn't manage to purify it. Meaning we don't stand a chance against old Kittybeard.
Heldolf, huh? We still have a ways to go before we can face him.
Glad you understand. Now you need to get it together.
The real fight is about to begin.
There are still 3 trial shrines left to go.
Right. Can't afford to mope around.
So it wasn't Mount Tellus, and it wasn't her. But I can feel a presence nearby. She's still somewhere in Roland's.